Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I am a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And we are going to be taking a look at some excerpts from the first episode of Street Dance Girl Fighter Season 1. I've been doing a full episode reaction on Patreon with having excerpts from the show released onto YouTube. So if you're wanting to see my full context opinion about some challenges or some of the auditions, I do have a lot of that is on Patreon exclusively, but this is the intro for YouTube specifically with what you're seeing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Clean. A track like this is pretty hard to dynamicify. I see Jerk, like Just Jerk in this for sure too. A little bit of Bebe in here too, but I know Bot is affiliated with Just Jerk as well. Jerk family. A little bit of instability there from our front person. Yeah, that was nice. That was really nice. Okay, so starting right up here. Based on the amount of time this episode has left, I don't know if I get to see Amazon this episode. We'll see. We'll see though. Results or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so starting from the forefront here, I mean, I really liked it. I think whenever you involve drama of some kind, naturally people can start to become more subjective. Because, for example, when we were looking at the Idol trainee here, she, this actually brings me to an interesting point. So whenever we had, I think it was Phoenix, right? Phoenix had the Idol trainee. They were very prejudiced. A lot of them were prejudiced, the mentors of that group, but they were very good, right? Because for me, part of me felt like, okay, why is an Idol trainee coming onto a show that's about promoting dancers, right? And not idols? Because part of the problem in the industry was idols, of course, were idols, and then background dancers were just accessories, and they weren't their own entity of representation. And so, and why are you're already being mentored in the field, is another note I made. Here, some of these girls are being mentored already by other professional dancers, but it's still, the key word is dancers, not idols. So I think that's why, for me, they find this more permissible when you have people who train at a pre-professional level. You get these instances where they are representing dancers, right? Not representing as an idol. And so even though, let's say, they're still being mentored by people or they're in training programs and things of that nature, they are still representing a crew. And did they do a good performance at the end of the day? I think the answer is yes. I think this was a really great performance from them. When you do a track like this is a Kendrick Lamar, right? DNA. I personally feel that you can, because of the type of track it is, you can possibly run into the problem of it looking a little stagnant. it can still it can possibly be a little stagnant in the dynamics and in the style representation because the track goes da 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 da. You know, like it rides a certain part. Great energy, she really does. I love that, just the energy there. Boom, boom, boom. So everybody held their own there, which was really nice. And that's really the only way you can get those types of things to work well, is when everybody executes it to the technical capacity that you're setting it up for. So that was really nice to see here. I love that DD up. So very polyrhythmic, writing the different layers of the music. Just this type of track in general is pretty difficult to maintain attention for people, especially if it's not in your language, right? So I think that I like that they chose to go boom, doo-doo, have a moment of silence before dropping it down. Their little DNA, and then they're having these little baby moments to kind of signal or trigger everybody else to come up, which is super fun. A lot of people are saying they're like Wavy, they're like YGX. I agree with both. I would say with YGX, I feel like it would be, because they've already mentioned that they've done some work with Just Jerk. We know with YGX, our crew leader, she was one of the first people in Just Jerk, so there's a natural affiliation already in play there. So I personally feel like if they want to be competitive against a crew like Amazon, like if they want to be direct rivals in this show, then for me, my gut would be like, I would pick YGX, but then you would have Amazon in that same boat too, because I haven't seen them at this point. I don't know how they brought themselves up, but we know that Amazon picks Lachika, right? I think somebody in the comments said that. I don't know who this group picks, but maybe Wavy. I think that would be really cool if they did, because of how how they come across is really nice. That boom, boom, bringing it down, super fun. That DNA, really nice, very clean. It does look like, I will say though, it does look like class choreo that they put together with some dynamics and some formation. So for me, you run into that problem when you do training at a studio. A lot of times you're going to gain the fingerprints of the structure of the classroom, and you're kind of seeing symptoms of that here. That could be a pro. I mean, look, they did a great job, but the con is, do I see their identity as a crew? I see what they're good at training at, but do I see like what makes them special? I see them being able to execute the choreography well. And I don't know if they choreographed it. I'm assuming they did. It's really nice. But I think that's my big note, is that I feel there's too many similarities to other crews that I've seen, that it doesn't feel like they have their own independent color or their own independent standing as a group. That's just my only note, but it's very clean, very strong. I think they definitely deserve to be in the show for sure. I would even consider an all-in compared to who all has been considered as all-ins. They'll probably get at least 6 though, for sure. Because some people may simply not choose them just because of the drama affiliated with the crew. People are like that too. I don't know if that's how these mentors are. Will I find out? I don't know. But I really like this, where they peel it out, drop it down, bring it around. I like their vibe and aesthetic. I like the waving here. Honestly, if I was a mentor, I would probably want them. I would appeal to have them join. I really like their structure, their technical wheelhouse. For me personally, I would be like, I really want to glean from what you're good at and be able to enhance or create more creative ideas and navigate through it. So Proudmon may actually be a really good option for them too. Yeah. Yeah, so they are choosing to kind of replicate fingerprints of how they choose people to come up out of these sets, but it's still really fun. Energy is still there the whole time. Baby stability thing in the bottom right. It's still very good though. Very fun. That mashup is really nice. How she chose to reverb this was really cool. Just really nice. You could tell the tension, or how she's carrying her chest and her torso is really refined here. The arch back over. I love this. I love that. Doom, doom, boom. Yeah. Honestly, I'll put this. If this crew was going to show up in season 2 of Street Dance Girl Fighter, Bebe would pick them. This is what it reads to me. I love it. I'm a fan. They really are. Yep. I love that. I love how they wrote that track and how they chose to pursue it in all in unison, and then did every other, and then they peeled it up from front to back. That was super cool. Controlling them till the tail end, going back to a straight line, and she's going up and then down, and then they're all posing nice and like the energy's been sucked out, and they match the energy with their pull going to their final pose. That was really nice. I am expecting an all in, or probably 7. I don't know, because remember of what I already previously mentioned, tension or something, you know, drama in the show, but also remember Mnet is wonderful at evil editing, so maybe they always like to give benefit of the doubt in these types of situations. I'm hopeful that there can be resolution between these two crews at the end of the day, and I hope that they're able to get far enough to be able to have that opportunity personally. But I really liked what they brought, and my vote for who I would want them to be a part of is I would vote for them to be in with, I think Proud Mom would be a really great option, YGX, of course. I would say if they want to be really, really competitive, YGX are going to have those natural wheelhouses already in place and kind of refine what they have. But if they want to kind of venture off and try something a little different, Proud Mom is a good option. I would say Weibi. I agree. They do carry a lot of vibe and aesthetic the way Weibi carried themselves too, and I know our time with Weibi was a bit short-lived, so I'm hopeful that they're able to get a really, like, this is a great crew, and I think this would be really fun to see them. But if this was season 2, I think they would go with Bebe.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that was helpful in some way. If you want to see any Street Fighter content, Street Dance China content, K-pop content, or dance content of the like, I have all of it on Patreon, as well as a ton of it here on YouTube. If there's something that you want me to react to specifically, I have options on Patreon that you can go and check out. Because the holiday season is coming up, it's a really great opportunity. I may have some special discounts and special opportunities depending on what tier you choose to join that could hopefully keep spreading the holiday cheer through the end of 2023. I'm Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.